Hello everybody, welcome back to Astroneer, where today, off camera, I went and got enough resin to build another one of these, and I decided I'm going to put our storages right here. There you go, rotate you that way, because I also need a few more storage containers, which means that we can actually have a decent storage supply going here. So that one can be for wolframite, because those are the two most common materials we've got here. And that one can be for compound, maybe? I don't know. But let's put wolframite in there. And then just start packing it full here. What other material do we have a lot of? Compound? Let's just put some compound in there, just so that we can know how much storage space we have of it. I'm also going to make some extra tethers, because today's main goal is to get all the way to the core. Now that we have our center going, we've got our materials growing, we've got everything a-moving. I feel like maybe I could make one for... Yeah, let's make one for organics, because we are going to need a lot of organics to make a bunch more of this. So we need a glass piece. Nope, up. I need one. Thank you. I need to fill up that spot immediately. Alright. Put that in there. So that can go up there. And one of these. Okay. So apparently I am just out of compound now. I can't store tethers in there, right? That'd be funny if I could, and you just see it just kind of piled up in the corner of the... Oh, that'd be funny. Alright, so whilst that's going, I'm actually going to go and pick up another thing of compound, just so I can have it. But also, as I was moving around, I actually found a, whatchamacallit, one of the destroyed bases. So I'm actually going to go on ahead and check down there for some compound. So I know that there was some compound nearby. It's actually where I got a little bit of the resin from, for the build there. So I saw a lot of resin over here. So I decided to start heading this way. And then I found base stuff. I am going to need to bring some power supplies out here so I can start popping some of these open. Alright, but down there's a lot of resin actually. That's what I also wanted to make a storage for, so maybe it's better to have a resin storage than a compound, because resin is a lot more useful. At least for base building purposes it is. So, let's start heading down this way. Oh, there's a dynamite. You know what? I wonder if I can take out multiple of those exocache things at once. I could try it. Alright. So let's finish up our little bridge there. Oh, there's all the dagger roots that I was waiting to see. Pick up all this resin. I think we've been chocked full of resin now. Alright. Pick up dynamite. Don't see a backpack anywhere, so I am not going to worry about it. Now that I got the dynamite, let's go and bring all of those exocaches back to the same spot. Because I want to see just how many I can blow up with one of them. Fun little experiment, I know. Alright. Oh, I'm seeing we got some wind blowing here. Which is very interesting, because this moon doesn't have an atmosphere. So, I don't know. Maybe some wind power would be nice as just a constant form of power going. Alright, exocache, let's go. You are coming with me. Roll down the hill. Or not. Decide to take a detour, I guess. Alright, so there's the other one. Let's go and slot in some resin here. Alright. So, our plastic is done. Pick that up, slot that there, make our organics deposit. And then we should be good to rock and roll. Alright. I did pick up the dynamite, right? Yes, I did. Actually, I have an extra resin, so I'm gonna slot that down up there. Alright. So let's move these two to a safer location. Like over here. Alright. So let's plop this one down right here. Let's go and grab the other one. Alright, you. Coming with me. Because I think I should be able to pop both of these open with one shot, right? The explosion's big enough. Alright. Let's pick up the dynamite, set it down there, make sure my oxygen's full. Detonate and run. Whew. Alright. Home free. Let's see what we got. Bunch of exochips. Ton of debris. I only get 3 exochips from all of that. I guess making a small shredder would not hurt, huh? I would be able to shred up those work lights too. Yeah, it's probably not a bad plan. Alright. Let's pick up this canister, set it over there. Rotate you sideways. Wrong way, apparently. There we go. Oh, this is also the wrong way. Nope. What the? Huh? Okay. There we go. Apparently, C is work light. I don't know why. But we'll set that there. Okay, so now we've got a lot of exochips. And nothing really to use them on. I am going to yoink that organic, shove it into there, and I guess let's start heading towards the core. Actually, what was the shredder stuff? That also might be a good one to unlock, but where's gas canister? Where is shredder? Sensors, repeaters. That's a deadly. No, it's a delay. I can't read. Power switch, generator, panel, battery, RTG. Where's the shredder? So I know that there was a small, medium, and large shredder. Because there's that. Is it here? It can't be here, right? Small print filter, power cells. Beacon, work light, glow sticks, floodlight. Where the hell's the shredder? There's a portable oxygenator. That might be real nice to get, actually. Was it here? So another here was the large shredder. Needs exochip, iron, and tungsten carbide. I can actually make that. Iron... Actually, no, I can't get iron right now, can I? Because iron is made from hematite. And hematite is found on Glacia Navis. So, no, I can't. So, there was a medium shredder. Yeah, it takes iron. Damn it. So, I guess we need to get to Navis. Get that. Is there a small shredder perchance? So I know that this, yeah, that's medium shredder. Where's the small? Is there a small? Guess not. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. There's a camera. Holographic figure, terrain analyzer, probe scanner. This package Earth, that's always a thing. Jump jets, hoverboard, so yeah, no. Okay, well either way, it's time to start heading towards the core. So we made it pretty far last episode. I think we're just about there. Now that we've got a nice storage for everything that we're going to need out here, let's start heading down. Where was... Here was. Alright. Need to remember to go and take out those dagger roots eventually. Let me connect those up more stably. Alright. Down we go. So I do remember there was this big cave here. I'm in the mantle zone now. Alright. It's time to go in, I guess. I don't know if there's a hiss-bane on this side of the wall. But getting some extra laterite would never hurt. Alright. I'm not seeing anything, so... Looks like we're safe to move around a little bit. I feel like I should try to get rid of some of these so I can see a little better. Alright. Start knocking down all these. Where the hell am I? If only I had like something like a depth meter or something. Oh, well that just cleared it all out. That's nice. I see my path over there. Come on. So there's my little road. I remember seeing that there was a hiss-bane on the ground over there, yeah. So if we don't go that way, we'll hopefully not find another hiss-bane. What I say is I find another hiss-bane. Okay. Damn, these things are infesting the place. Okay. Some more dagger root over there. I don't know if this is the cavern that leads to the core or not. I feel like the only way to find out is to look around, so... If I hear a hiss-bane, I need to jump backwards as fast as possible. It seems like that's really my only thing here. There's a big chasm down here. There's some sapphirolite down there. I'm gonna get a little bit of dirt from here. Ah, there's a big bundle of dagger roots back there. Do they call it an armory of dagger roots? I feel like that would be reasonable to think. So there's all those dagger roots over there. Somehow a dagger root up there. I feel like fighting off these dagger roots is something I'm going to need to do. Oh, there's a good way to go down, actually. So I feel like we can't be too far from the core. We just can't be. So let's pop up these dagger roots here. Now to see... Nope. Okay, so seeds can't hurt you. That's good to know. Alright. This place looks interesting and all, but I am going to try to take this little gash down here and take this all the way to the core. Because that looks like a perfect angle to go at to reach the core. Alright, I just need to make the pathway a little wider so I can take evasive actions if there's any hiss-banes down there. Alright. So down we go. Because I see a cave at the end of this. The question is, where does it lead? So I don't think I'm close enough to the core that taking an angle like this would start taking me away from the core. If that makes any sense. Alright. Yeah, there's a big cave down here, actually, I'm seeing. Okay. I see some dagger roots. That's promising, actually. There's a big enough cave down here for something to grow. Whether it be dagger roots or hispane. Alright. Oh. Okay, I think I'm almost to the core, guys. Okay. So we're almost there, then. We've gotta be. Why? I don't know. I don't know why it did all that, but... Start heading down here. So... There's gotta be something nearby for us to get into the core. There's a bunch of dagger roots. Oh. Well, I think I see a ticket. I just gotta get down there and punch that ticket. Clay! Yes! Why is it all the way down here at the core of the freaking planet? Was the clay that I needed so early on? Whatever. At least we found it. Alright. So now I just need to get down there safe enough that I don't die. So, get rid of these dagger roots. I heard something. I think that was one of the seeds destroying. There's a bunch of dagger roots down there. Holy crap. Alright. But at least we're to a point where we know that we are right here next to the core. So we just need to stay cautious, and we can get in there. Alright. So we make sure to look out for any hispanes. And I should be golden. Alright. I could probably... those are the seeds. I don't want to deal with those. I'm not seeing any hispanes. Let's take a quick detour down this way. Can I do something like this? Yes, I can. Alright, cool. That looks like it's working, actually. Very well. Smoothing that out. We've got ourselves a little pathway. Alright, so let's get down here and exterminate all of these dagger roots. Pick up some clay while I'm here, honestly. Never hurts. Alright. That is a big chunk of clay up there. Holy crap. Alright. I'm actually gonna take advantage of grabbing this and... well, actually grab it. There's a hispane down there. Be careful. Alright. There's enough to make a launch pad. Is there a hispane down there? I don't see any. So, we're golden to go across. I see the same stuff as the... whatchamacallit? As the prism. That's what it was. Same things as the prism over here. That same kind of pattern. So I feel like I'm right there. So let's make a bridge. Keep an eye out for hispanes. Whoa. Don't think I can get in there. Or can I? What happens if I touch this? I don't recall seeing this. Oh, it's all the plants. Okay. Was this one of like the... oh, whoa. Oh, this is that. Okay. This is actually direct line to the core. So I might be screwed, actually. Connect up there, and then we'll connect up here. Alright. Which means, I guess, time to head straight to the core. Alright. We should be coming up on it real quick. Yep, there it is. The core. Alright. Let's get in there. I don't recall what you need to do to activate Desolo. Oh. That would have been bad. Let's try to hook that up here. Nope. Okay. Gravity's getting all wonky here. Whoa. I forgot just how epic this place looks. What's not epic is how I need to keep grabbing my tethers as they fall towards the core of the planet. Or, no, they don't fall towards the core, actually. Okay. Why were they earlier, then? Okay, there's that one. My tethers are just kind of coming out of nowhere now. Yep. Alright. Let's tether my way all the way here. I do need to come over to this side, so let's do a little bit of gravity shenanigans there. And I think we're just about there. So this is the core. Now I just need to activate it. So what did I need to activate this core? Oh! Well, I'm here now. Let's hope it wasn't anything too crazy. What do you need? What symbol is that? No, not that. Resources. What is that? That is 3 points triangle. Let's see. Nothing there. It's not titanium, but it's close. Oh, you need zinc! So you need zinc. So we need to find some sapphirolite and come back with it. Problem being, now I need to get back to where I came from. Okay, we're good. So now I just need to ride this all the way back to the base, pick up some sapphirolite, turn it into zinc, and then head back down here. And I think we've got ourselves an Awoken planet. Alright, so let's actually try to get back over here. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay, how exactly do I get back to my plate there? I think I am a little bit pooched. Let's try to make the section to come out over here. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're golden. We're fine. Alright. Where was that hispane I saw? I thought I saw hispane over here, so I'm going to take these out so I don't accidentally drive myself directly into them. I don't know if there's mutant dagger roots, but I feel like there might be. But either way, there's more dagger roots over there, so I'm not going to be dealing with those. Let's get up to the surface and pick up some zinc. I think I may have a zinc left over. If not, sapphirolite is not exactly hard to find on this planet. So, it is not too much of a burden. We do need to smelt it, though. Which, again, not too much of a problem. We have a furnace. What else? I think that's really it. And then we've got ourselves Desolo finished up for now. Then I can go on ahead and make myself my launch pad and get the hell out of Dodge, really. And then I should have free access once I get to the core of Silva to come back here. Which, in all honesty, we shouldn't be that far from the core of Silva either. I don't know exactly how far we are, but we should be able to get to the core of Silva pretty damn easily. So I know where a big batch of stuff is, so we should probably start on our ceramics too. I'll just get all those smelting, because why not? Whilst that's working away, I'm going to go and pick up some sapphirite, and then we've got ourselves enough zinc to, well, claim the world, really. So, I'm actually really happy that we got all the way there. It's been so long since I've seen the core. Alright. So let's head over here. Dig up all this sapphirite. We just really need one. But picking up another couldn't hurt. There we go. And that is 2 sapphirites. Nope, that is 1 sapphirite. I am kidding. So we just needed one. We got one. Need to smelt this down into a zinc and then bring it down to the planet core. I don't suppose we could teleport from here to the planet core. Huh? Don't suppose the game would let us do that? Let's get a little bit of these going here. I shall pick this up. And put that there. That one is for resin, wolframite quartz. Okay. So let's get this going. But once we get this set in place, we should be able to teleport directly from the core back to base, and vice versa. Alright. There we go, we got our zinc. Now, will the game let us teleport directly there right now? No. Okay. Well, that just means one more trek for good old times. And then I'll probably make a soil excavator. Not soil excavator, soil centrifuge. So we've got our zinc on us, which means I need to try my damnedest not to die. Just checking to make sure that it was in fact zinc, and then I hadn't screwed myself. Actually, let me check again just to make sure that is the right symbol. Alright. So, we should be on a one-way track to finishing off this planet. So, all I gotta do is slide on down, follow my tethers back. And it should be easy enough to follow the line of galaxy all the way back down. Alright. I mean, if this is how long it took with such a small moon, I kind of don't want to think about just how far I may be from Silva's core. But doesn't hurt to keep looking. And away we go. I don't think I can slide down the core tendril, huh? Nope. But hey. Let's get in there, put our zinc in. Hopefully it doesn't need more than one. Otherwise I may be screwed. Oh. Okay. Here we go. 1 zinc coming right up. Whoa. Okay. What's this? Geometric tripograph? Okay. Did it do something on the other side? Oh. Is that? Did you need me to put it here? Ooh, okay. And now, core contempt. completed glitch walkers. Wait, I haven't completed glitch walkers? I didn't even know that I started. Ooh. Dim node of cosmic elevation? Okay, so I can't head there right now. New mission, is this thing on? Okay. A lot of things are happening. Let's head back to base. And we're back. Alright. And there is my oxygen supply. It feels so good to have that completed. Now let's, can I make a, no I cannot. I need to make a large printer. I need more compound. Of course I need more compound. I don't have any. Well, maybe we should try making headway towards getting to the other node. I wonder what that galactic elevation one was. I think maybe that's how we make it between the planets. But for right now, that's probably going to be the end of this episode. I'm probably going to go and grab up some good old compounds. I can make a large platform, so I can put that down here, so we can land. How much compound do we have? And resin. We got 3 resin exactly. I'll make another large. So let's make a large platform B for it. And whilst that's printing, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching this episode of Astroneer. And yeah, hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.